If talking to your friends or family or even a stranger on the elevator causes your palms to get sweaty or like bang your head against a wall, let's keep watching. If you can't explain what you do in less than 30 seconds in a way anyone can understand, you're gonna have a hard time getting people to invest in you. We call this an elevator pitch because it's something quick, memorable, and should last the length of an elevator ride. Bye! Before I start sounding all high and mighty, like an elevator pitch is something that comes easy for me, I have to confess that I used to stumble over my words whenever somebody asked me about Social Curator. If you don't know what Social Curator is, stay tuned for my tried and true elevator pitch that took me a couple of years to perfect. So this is what happened. Somebody would ask me and then my eyes would start blinking 100 miles per hour and my hands would get clammy as I really struggled to explain what the business did and how I worked tirelessly to create it. Which, I get it, it sounds crazy. Not being able to describe something that I worked on day in and day out should be something that comes easy to me, and then it wasn't. I think that this just goes to show that everyone struggles with an elevator pitch right out of the gate. Your 30-second elevator pitch is something that takes practice, lots of practice. In fact, I used to sit in front of the mirrors trying to get to a point to where my explanation of Social Curator would roll off my tongue. It took me a really long time to get there. But here is now what I say whenever somebody asks. Social Curator is a monthly social media subscription empowering business owners to build their brand and market it on social media with new tools and resources we provide every month to save time and remove overwhelm. That's less than 30, but who's counting? Maybe there's a timer here. Okay, so let's break down the 3 pieces that every elevator pitch must contain. Number 1, the who. Lead with who your business model is for. This helps people identify whether or not they relate to your target audience. Anyone who doesn't fall into that group won't necessarily get much out of the pitch because they don't identify with them, and that's totally okay. In my example, I say Social Curator is for business owners. Perhaps you're a wedding musician. You would start off your elevator pitch with something like, we provide young hip couples with music for their wedding day, identifying who it's for. Now, the second part of your elevator pitch should also include the benefits. This is the meat of your pitch, where you explain in a really simple way what people would get out of your product or service. In my example, I say Social Curator allows business owners to build a brand and market it on social media. Now let's use a different example. If you're a brand photographer, you might say, I help small businesses showcase what they do with beautiful photography. Lastly, the final piece of an elevator pitch is the intrinsic value. I want you to dig deeper into what people will really get out of your business, more than just the surface level benefits. Again, make sure this is easy for anyone to understand. We say Social Curator helps business owners save time and remove overwhelm. But let's just say you're a life coach. You would focus on the intrinsic value of what you do by saying, I work with middle-aged women to help them rediscover their passion and find their purpose after raising their children. Hey, that sounds a lot better, right? Like we're giving people intrinsic value. In case you haven't gotten the memo yet, everyone should have an elevator pitch. I know. Add this to that long list of unexpected responsibilities of running a business, but I promise you, it is crucial as you grow your business. I believe that you need to develop a foolproof, easy to understand elevator pitch. I only ever ask you to do things that I have also done myself. Because I've done this, I know it works. Before I could manage to get through my pitch without stuttering, and before I could confidently describe to anyone what it is I do, I had to sit in the suck of practicing it over and over and over. After years of sitting in front of a mirror and repeating this to myself over and over again, my elevator pitch has become a vital resource to my business. I believe that you have what it takes to develop an elevator pitch. Even if it means spending time in front of your mirror rather than behind a TV, or rather than being on your phone screen. Practice makes perfect, and before you know it, you'll have the perfect formula for filling that awkward elevator silence. So, what's your elevator pitch? Tell me in the comments below.